Charity Gaming Guild presents the Nat Pun Podcast.
Welcome everyone. It is Andy. I'm here to discuss the mystery that was our last episode. There was lots going on.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually getting writer's cramp whilst writing. Writer's cramp.
It's different than the cramp you normally get.
Yeah, that's wanker's cramp.
I wasn't going to say that, but you did. You went there.
Writer's cramp with the amount of notes I was taking, and at some point it was even getting in the way of the gaming because I was still taking notes when I was supposed to be talking, which may or may not have come across in the recording.
I'm sure I edited those gaps out.
Oh, sure,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Lol.
As always, I am welcome or joined by our illustrious group, and in tradition, I shall go ladies first. So, welcome, Betty, or should I call you Alfie? So I get you confused with the dog.
Or Tracy.
I mean, you can
Or
call
Tracy,
me
yeah.
whatever you want. It's never going to be the worst
I can call
nickname
you
I've ever
Al.
had.
Don't give him permission.
No.
I can call you Al. Say hello then.
Hello then.
Hello then. Right. And next joining us is the young John.
Young John.
Well, to me he is.
Everyone's young to you.
Yeah, I mean, given I have pants that are younger than him.
You have pants that are younger than him? I would hope
Or
so.
even older, yeah. I'll start again, shall I?
No, let's just go sleep.
My brain is, yeah.
Have you got one of those tops that you bought when you were like a 20-something that still fits? Adam, it still fits.
Andy was-
I've got a rugby top when I was about 16. It still fits.
He was
Just.
born at age 30.
Fully
No.
formed.
No, nothing I have fits. No. Even now.
Stop.
Even now. I could buy it today. If it arrives tomorrow, it won't fit.
Oh, so that wasn't meant to be a crop top what you're wearing then?
No, it wasn't.
Right.
This used to be a dress.
And the Daisy Dukes.
And our final group member is the illustrious DM Ash.
I don't know how I feel about the introduction.
Pretty sad about
Okay.
that you're a DM than your name. The DM! I think you'd have to get a better name.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like my name. No, I would ask for name suggestions, but the first person that suggests Henry is going to get punched.
Chris has already got it.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
already there.
I
Like,
can literally hear Chris writing the message now.
If you could pick a name, what would you prefer to be called?
Quite literally anything else.
Hall Tent says Merelda Griselda.
Take it. All right. So Ash I can live with.
Okay.
Ashley, my full name, I despise.
Pourquoi?
So, hijacked your episode with my name.
Yep.
If you think about how you say the name Ashley,
Yeah.
the sh on the a and the l on the li, when you put the sh and the l together, you have to do some real good embouche.
but luckily for you, other people say your name. It's not. You don't have to say.
Yeah, but say my name.
Ashley.
Say it again.
Ashley.
Yeah, I like it. No, I don't. It's when you join the two halves together.
I didn't get asked.
Oh, I got four. Say my name.
For John
Wanker.
to say your name.
I'd rather have that.
Say it again. Say again, John. Say my name, John.
Stroke my
Say
ego.
my
James.
name.
My
Stroke my
name.
ego.
Rub my titty, make my microphone fall off.
Right, enough of that. Sorry, Andy.
So is it anyone
Oh,
that
God.
says your name?
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Okay.
I feel sorry for the people with the really long double-barreled names.
We'd rather have a double barrel name.
Does anybody have
So-
a double-barreled first name though? Is that a thing
Does
that
anybody?
exists?
Yeah, that exists.
It
yeah.
does exist. I don't think I know anybody with a double-barreled first name.
My mum was supposed to have a double barrel first name, but my granddad.
Jamie Lee.
Yeah, my mum was supposed to be
Oh, like
Julianne.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, she was supposed to be.
Julianne, but my granddad forgot to put the hyphen.
So it's Julianne
So
without
she's
the
Julie.
hyphen. Oh,
Not
okay.
Julianne.
Julianne. It's very redneck when there's no hyphen. Julianne.
No, my mum's
Tracy
more.
Kirks.
Mum's more Chinese than.
Is she really?
No.
No. I was like,
But in terms of
That's just a
what she's
preferred
closer
takeaway.
to,
okay, yeah. Which is closer to red. She's not as close to redneck as she is to Chinese.
We took the mick out of her looking like she's Chinese. But she isn't.
I think Ash.
There's not anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with looking Chinese.
It's nothing to do with that. It's because when you're a room walking through them, she has to squint to go, those are my kids, so I have to squint to look at them.
Yeah.
I think Ash suits you. I think the name really matches your complexion.
Oh, because I'm pasty white and ginger.
Should we actually start the episode?
So can
Yeah,
we
probably should.
Rosie?
What I call her live, but I don't care.
Okay. I'm not going to call you Rosie.
Oh.
I'm going to call you Tracy.
Let's call everyone Tracy.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Tracy. Right. So, we
There's a
started the
man's
episode.
name. There are men called Tracy, aren't there? That
Yeah.
can be a man's name.
Yeah.
There's a boy named Sue.
Sue.
It's a very good song.
Sweet.
Sorry, Andy.
We're just testing your
Yeah, I know.
your skills as a presenter, see how well you can rein us in.
Yeah, well, 6 minutes in.
Yeah.
He's fucked it.
Absolutely. So, we started where we were speaking with Lady P.
Yes.
And we were trying to explain why we were looking for her, but she seemed rightfully a little bit cautious. How do you guys? What was going through your mind when we were trying
Any
to?
bunch you've ever met. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you never question our motives. Considering we just helped her close a portal, I thought she had a perfectly valid point about not giving us magical dangerous art.
So, did we help her though? Were we involved in sacrificing her men to the other side of the hell?
No, that was all her, but
Yeah.
they would have died a lot faster without us, I think.
Yeah. I mean, they couldn't do anything but focus on the portal, so I don't know how they thought they were going to survive that at any point. Like they literally had no chance. The guys who died because they had to focus on the portal and could not protect themselves. So if we just stood there on the side, be like, oh, there's another big one, he's come out. Oh, what's going to happen with that one? Oh, look, Crabby Man's come out. What was? Oh,
Crabby.
no, Crabby didn't have a chance.
His legs were nice. Huh?
Legs.
Lovely legs.
Lovely legs. With the pins on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she was a
I'm
bit...
just fantasising now about crab legs and garlic butter. No.
Crabs and fishnets.
And that interaction, was there anything that happened that surprised you, or did you not take any notice?
I mean, with our interactions with her specifically,
As a group?
as a group, if you're trying to lean into what happened with your character and her, I don't think I'll be commenting on that at all.
Okay.
So, for us...
Let's move on then.
I think my big takeaway was that G doesn't want to work with us anymore. He wants another job.
no, I'm just...
He wants to go on salary for a
Off you go.
sneaky organisation that sacrifices their staff to portals, and apparently that's better than working.
It was the bit that threw me. It's like, can I work for you? Did you not see what just happened? Like nudging the body on the floor.
You sure?
He didn't have to say, he didn't necessarily agree to do as he was told. As you might have noticed in the 12 episodes or whatever we've had so far, that he's not good at necessarily doing as he's told. But we all suggested, I mean, let's say Lady P was a little suspicious. And I can't remember who suggested, but someone did say, well, maybe we should go and see old Barnaby, old Papa Bear.
Yeah, pop back, have a chat. He can confirm that we are who we say we are. You can see him in his robe, and then...
Which she said, she sort of agreed was doable, but she then counterposed that we should earn her trust.
Wow, because it's a standard RPG, Red Dead Redemption, other games are available. Oh, you need to get a hat from me? Well, if you want a hat from me, you're going to have to go to that lake over there and get me a fish. But if you want a fish, you're going to have to get a fishing rod. That guy over there's got a fishing rod. Oh, you need a fishing rod? Well, it just so happens that I need a hammer.
The endless quest.
Yes. You want something from me? I'm not just going to give it to you, even if you pay me heartily.
So was Red Dead Redemption and other games are available, your inspiration?
I've never played Red Dead Redemption or other games that are available.
Serious?
I have a real issue with computer games.
Like
I
any
can't-
platform?
Yeah, well, there's like maybe 2 or 3 computer games I can play, but I really struggle to hold my attention because I don't have the creative control over that. That's why I love D&D so much, why I love being a DM so much. So I can just create what I want to create. Whereas in a computer game, you have to do what the fuckers want you to do. Ugh. And the games I do enjoy are games like GTA, where you haven't got to do what they want you to do, or Skyrim. It's big open world games.
I think you would quite enjoy Red Dead Redemption then, because that is an open world.
No, I've never played it because I just don't
Well,
play computer games, but maybe I'll give it a go.
Didn't
And then-
do that.
get it together.
Come to the desert, yeah.
It
Get it together.
Yes, get it together.
Get it together now.
Get it together, man.
Put yourself together, man.
Yeah, it was very, I don't know. I think I was expecting a bit more from Lady P, if I'm honest.
In what way?
Well, just because she'd been kind of built up in my mind. It's, oh, Lady Penelope Ophelia Rose. They'd always just referred to her in that kind of, ooh, and I was expecting some, like, Lady Godiva kind of horseback riding. And that's not the one that, no, Joan of Arc. I meant Joan of Arc.
So you were expecting her to be naked,
Definitely meant Joan
riding
of
through the
Arc.
streets of Coventry.
I definitely meant Joan of Arc. Like, you know, a very impressive, like, woman who's very, instead of just being like, oh, who are you guys? Well, you can help us and my cousin Brian. Yeah, she was very underwhelming. I was quite put out.
In my head, I was picturing it's Lady Penelope from Thunderbirds.
Oh,
In a
yes!
big, I was expecting to see a great big pink roller.
yes.
I was expecting a fat version of that. That's the image of like, that style. But I was expecting it to be like rotund.
Oh, and
some
and just
reason.
like a full, like, plate
expecting to have a
mail
little
that's in the shape of a
butler.
teapot as a armour.
Like an East End butler.
Yeah.
Everything like that.
What?
That's what I was picturing in my head.
What in the game so far prompts you to think she was going to be built like a tank?
I think there was a description of her being very pink, and that's instantly like 40-something-year-old, big pink dress. Yeah.
So this is part of what I love.
My mental image of what I was expecting.
I have an image of her in my head, like what I based her on, but it's totally different to how you've all perceived her to be.
Is it
And that's
Edna
what I
Mode?
love about this game. No, it's not Edna Mode.
No.
No. Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
Please, well, yes, you have to tell us.
Dolores Umbridge.
Yes.
That's yeah.
It is basically along the lines of what John just said.
Yeah, I mean, she's not a fucking puppet, but
Well, how dare you?
Okay, and for
Puppets
those
are people too.
Yeah.
and for those listeners that may not know who that is, who the fuck is Dolores?
Dolores Umbridge is, I think a lot of our listeners who know Harry Potter will agree with me, is a shit piece of garbage for the Harry Potter universe, who is one of those stereotypical people that is racist and gets a position of power and uses that to torture people that she doesn't like.
Okay.
teacher at Hogwarts.
Yeah. I might be leaning very heavily into my perceptions of her compared to what other people might have seen, but yeah, she's
Oh, right, okay.
absolutely
Right.
brilliantly played by the actress.
Yeah.
Fantastic performance, because you absolutely hate her. And you love it when she gets her comeuppance. Ooh.
So based on that then,
They really love the rest.
so based on your description then,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean that you really love me because of the way I play G, because you really hate him?
You haven't got your comeuppance yet.
These comeuppance isn't quite right.
Yeah, that's the comeuppance.
Merely had his comeuppance. Comeuppance.
But yeah, she just wasn't what I expected. I don't know. I think maybe I was thinking a bit more would occur with her.
I
She'd be a
apologise.
bit more of a.
I'm very conscious of how time limited we are in these sessions, so try and leave a little bit
we
to
can go on for as long as we want.
imagination. All right, fuck it. I'll carry on playing D&D.
Next one is going to be 7 hours long, and people are going to listen to the whole thing in one go and not fall asleep.
Could I have a PA to write the notes in? Because I don't want to send out some notes.
I'd refer you to the notes from our Tuesday night session where you've got the pirate crew. You spent about 20 minutes describing and listing out all these people in the crew.
They're about 15
Same sort
people.
of thing. That's it. That's what we're going to need next session.
So I guess we, despite our attempts to convince her that we had done enough, she was adamant that we would have to earn her trust, and she decided that we were going to go off. Well, she explained that there were these points of concentrated energy from all the gods, which were called. And was this one of the words you referred to that you'd made up?
Yeah.
The divinexus.
The divinexus.
And where did that word come from?
The word divine and the word nexus.
Oh, my.
Put them together. Divinexus.
Lovely Jack.
Yeah,
How his brain works.
doesn't.
Is that hyphenated? Or?
No, it's one word. One word. Divinexus. From the Latin.
Divinexus.
Divinexus.
Which means to define the nexus.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
Yes.
So off we set. We were off to see find Melora's divinexus.
We didn't. We stopped for camp first.
Oh, we did.
Which was quite
Quite an
significant.
important part of the adventure was
Quite
that camp
significant.
stuff.
Well, no, that's right. So she was telling us that she thought what we should do is find Melora's
Yes.
divinexus because it would then have the benefit of making the relics more powerful and perhaps more useful to us.
Yes.
So that was her rationale as to behind why we should do it and what we should do. But then you're right, we did have a little rest.
Little nep.
Well,
But there was-
Divinexus does sound quite rude as well, doesn't
It
it?
does.
Well, it does. And there was obviously, I guess there was already a little bit of mistrust with her because we even, you guys, your characters chose to ask whether we should be lighting a bonfire. Rather than just,
Well, it was more whether it was safe to do so rather than a trusting with her. It's like, do you want to? It's like, well, if we like that, is that like an immediate beacon that everything's going to be like on us?
would that not be the case regardless of where we were? If we
Well,
were
I
in
mean-
the forest down on the Allhavens?
Well,
or-
we've not been here before, so it could be, or it's like a
It could
really
be different
offensive
rules.
thing.
Like,
Like,
you could light
did you
it.
not realise the ground here is highly flammable? What are you doing, kind of thing. So, be like, is it good for us to do this,
So
or is it going to
maybe-
mess up?
Maybe the grass was made of sand, and if you light a fire, it would heat up and turn the sand into glass, which would then make this razor sharp glass.
Yeah. So we could be messing up the ecosystem,
Mm.
but we didn't, and we set fire. Yeah, it's fine.
The fire part was pretty quickly dealt with by Adonis, wasn't it, to be fair? Done. Next.
This is what I do.
It's almost like you had a pocket lighter.
Setting fire to things is what he's good at.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are other
Like
things
village
he's good
halls.
at, you know. Big him up. He has his
So Vesper and Adonis spoke and obviously agreed that we should still have some sort of watch,
Oh yes, just in case.
just in case. And Vesper took the first watch, which was very uneventful.
I mean, it could have been eventful, but the dice did not want me to see anything.
No.
So yeah. So I was just playing with Patch's ears.
Was there something that could have happened to Vesper?
The entity was there the entire time. So, yes.
Would have wet willied me. Yep.
Just like that.
Slipping a finger in.
I don't know how that's going to come over on the podcast recording, but we'll give it a go.
So then we came on to Adonis's watch, and we will probably take a 5-minute sort of break halfway through this because it was long and detailed and lots of interesting stuff going on. So you start your watch, and you notice some movement over by Nick's. What was going through your mind? Well, what was going through Adonis's mind, I should say.
So initially it'd be, he was trying to figure out if it was Nick doing something weird or something that lives here, trying to steal something. Probably the first thought. Say, trying to steal something from Nick, or she's doing something weird. Not 100%. So I'm not sure Adonis fully trusts Nick. Like, trusts her to do a job, but it still feels like she has stuff she's hiding from us, which I think is perfectly reasonable. She's definitely not told us everything.
Yes.
Has she done or said anything that makes you think that? What?
No, she just doesn't want to tell us stuff, which is okay. Doesn't have to, but it doesn't mean there's full trust there.
And yet when G doesn't want to tell you stuff, you get all arsey.
Yes. Because Nick does it in a cool and mysterious way.
Yeah.
Does it in a sort of sulky child way.
I think if G started wearing a full gimp outfit, then maybe we'd
Yeah.
appear and we'd
Pop
think
some
about it
more
differently.
leather on
Yeah.
and look mysterious.
Yeah.
You get away with it.
He probably is wearing the gimp outfit underneath that stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a bit
It won't fit, though.
I mean, underneath it. That's all I'm wearing.
He's just constantly got
and
to
that's-
disguise self up.
And that is why
Is
I
that why he
didn't
speaks
speak,
when-
because I had the gimp ball in my mouth. Hold on.
Is that why he squeaks when he walks as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because unfortunately the only butt plug he found was made of Lego, so...
Lego. Oh my god. Wow, you really enjoy that whole torture side.
Imagine if it breaks off. No,
No, don't imagine. Do not imagine.
Let's not go there.
No.
Why are you going,
So you kind of cast your fireballs, or not fireballs, because that would have been a bit excessive,
The
wouldn't
spell
it?
was dancing lights.
Right, so you cast your dancing lights,
Thematically, they're little balls of fire rather than floating lights.
and then you saw this ghostly hand appear on Nix's shoulder.
creepy.
Did you have any idea that it may have been your co-inhabitant at the time?
Not straight away, but like very quickly. I think as soon as by the time the ghostly hand was there, it was like, oh, it's either a ghost from this plane or it's a little girl. As soon as you describe a little girl, it's like, okay, I know what this is. She's come visiting. But yeah, she's creepy, isn't she?
Just a
I'm
bit.
not sure.
Just a bit.
I'm really unsure. That whole kind of scenario, especially with the stuff obviously above table, I know that she did to you as well later on. So I am really unsure now as to who's good and who's bad here. It's like I thought she was good. I'm not so sure anymore.
No.
Really unsure.
No. And were you embellishing some of your descriptions just to make me squirm more?
Not to make you squirm more, no.
Okay.
It was there's a reason. As the encounters with this little girl go on, you'll start to, my intention is feel differently about her at different times, different places, to try and confuse you a little bit and make you feel uncertain about her. So she's a bit mysterious, like, is she bad, is she good, is she demonic, is she celestial, is she undead, is she this, that and the other. So in that encounter I was taking a few cues from like horror movies and stuff like that to try and give that kind of weird, sickening, possessed kind of thing, even down to the sound of the throat when it opens up when she looked up at you, G. All those kinds of things. So the next time you encounter her, I'll take those cues from a different thing to give you a different feeling about her, which will conflict with the interaction you've just had, which then creates uncertainty.
Took some cues from the Mr. Men.
Mr. Man.
Mr. Tickle.
Yeah. Little
It was the worst.
Yeah, it's
almost creepy.
odd little girl. Adonis wasn't sure.
Because that was quite a long and, as you say, unsettling encounter you had. And I think it might be better if you actually talk us through it rather than me.
Yeah. So first off, I wanted to get away from Nyx, because clearly having her either groping, stealing, or trying to do something malicious to Nyx.
The three.
Like, one of the three is not right when she's asleep. So move away.
Very set on consent.
Yeah, that's right. Consent is king. Or queen. So moved her away. Had a bit of a... tried to communicate with her and couldn't. She couldn't speak. And then she popped a finger in. And...
Yep.
hang it together, guys.
Yeah,
Keep
no,
it
good,
together.
good, you good,
Yeah,
good.
keep it together. And then you could hear her speak, and then the conversation got a bit odd. So she was just talking about Nyx not being a true self and needing to come back to the light, which suggests that possibly Nyx is on a dark path. Adonis wasn't quite sure whether that's like, it sounds very clericy, and Adonis don't like clerics, so he was like, this isn't for me. Like, I don't really know how to help you with getting back to the light. That you want a paladin or a cleric, not me. So he's a bit confused, kind of on that front. And then there was the conversation about whether G could have, helped himself.
Well, she said it was not G's fault, but you've obviously prejudged him because you were saying,
Pre-adjusted. So Adonis is a believer in that you control your own actions. So, like, it's absolutely your fault that little girl died. Like, there is no doubt in his mind that you did that, and that is your fault.
So nothing in your mind...
He's not holding it against you.
Nothing in your mind could as even considering the possibility that she was suffering and there was no way for her to survive, and he was G's actions actually put her out of her misery. Prevented her from a lengthy
You've been trying really hard to justify it.
The point is, you were still the one holding the knife, and you're still the one who did it. So you did it. Like, that's the end of it, as far as Adonis sees it. He's not assigning guilt or saying he should never trust you, or that your motives were good or bad. All it is yes, you did it. So if the answer is did G did it, or did G kill her? Like, is he guilty of killing her? Yeah, absolutely, he did it. But that's not up for debate in Adonis's mind.
Well, that kind of expanded, didn't it? And the spirit then started talking about the concept of good and evil.
Yeah, which is a bit more. Yeah, he's uncertain on that. It's not quite so black and white.
Did you feel like she was trying to drive a wedge between you and Nyx, or trying to change your perception of Nyx?
I have no idea on that one. And I don't think Adonis does really either.
Okay.
He just tries to help.
Yeah.
So if Nyx is struggling and he can help, he will do. But equally, it's also, he sees it very much as Nyx's problem to solve.
Yeah.
Like, he's happy to help, but it's still Nyx's problem.
Yeah.
So it's kind of balancing those two thought processes for Adonis.
I think it was at this point that we got into our Mr. Tickle scenario, wasn't it?
Yeah, the long extending arm, which is creepy. It's at that point it kind of changed for me as a player. I think for Adonis going, oh, hold on a minute, that's not good. That's like demon devilly things. That's not ghosts and good creatures. Never seen a good creature that can stretch. Like, that's weird. No offense to any yoga instructors, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't reckon we've got many of them listening. I think you're probably safe.
Pretty safe on that front.
80% of our audience is yoga, actually. Love listening to it when I have the little stretch.
A downward dog.
Yeah. Child pose.
Adonis had reacted then to the vision that he saw, this alleged dream that Nyx was having.
He couldn't move, could he? So for a start, so he couldn't physically react to it. Confusion. A little bit of, is that what happened to Nyx as a child? Like, because I'm sure you described her as being, you said shorter, so Adonis pictured child. I pictured child. So I was thinking it's like child-parent scenario. So that kind of, the poor girl kind of thing, is that why she's the way she is kind of thought process went through his head. But equally, like, everyone's got something that they're upset about. So again, it ain't really is. All right, people die. We've killed people as a party. To be honest, Adonis has killed people, so he's not naive enough to think that this stuff doesn't happen.
And it was at that point, I think, after she discussed with you the content of that vision, but that's when she started talking about bringing Nyx back to the light. And I think you've already touched on the fact that kind of reinforces that maybe there was a darker side to her.
Yeah. So the words make her sound like she's a good creature, but her behaviour definitely is off for Adonis. She makes him really uncomfortable. There's no other words for it, really. She just makes him uncomfortable because he's not a religious character. This is all very, very weird, and he doesn't understand it properly. So it makes him really, really uncomfortable.
So from your point, Ash,
Yeah.
did everything you wanted to get out of that scenario come out?
It was absolutely perfect. It relied on you all needing to have a rest. So I'm glad whoever suggested they wanted a rest suggested it, because otherwise I would have had to force the issue of Lady P. But then it all just played out exactly how I wanted to, with one exception. You failed your perception check, Bertie. So I didn't get the interaction with you.
Yeah.
But I got the interaction with Adonis and G as well.
I thought that was quite fun, though. It's the idea that for Vesper, it was a good night's sleep. Yeah, nothing. And then these guys are having a horrific evening of things happening.
There was the vision that Adonis had. There's a lot of foreshadowing in that vision.
Yes.
From beyond the podcast
Okay.
and into the wider charity gaming guild.
It's linked to a future event, I believe.
Yeah.
Like someone being chucked into a tree.
Well, I think we have touched on this on the podcast, haven't we? This is information that is out there in the realm.
We spoke, it was, I can't remember if we publicised it anywhere, but I know we spoke about it, about the last November's game, the pre-evening. You name dropped something.
Well,
So some people do know about.
so this November's game is Rise of the Ancients. Next November's game is called Willow and Birch.
Excited monkey noises. What?
So if we kill her quick, right? If we kill Nyx quick,
You try it really up.
Yeah. So
And I'm so excited about Will of a Birch when it happens. It involves something else, and the other people who I want to involve in it don't even know that I want them to be involved in it yet. I've not spoken to them about it, so I'm hoping they're just going to say, yeah, we'll do that, no problem at all. It's going to be so cool, so cool. Provided that the two people I talked about it are actually up for what I want to do.
The Rise of the Ancients then, is that referencing that the Ancients actually managed to get out of bed, or are they taking blue pills?
It is an entire. You look like we talk about blue pills. It's an entire 12 hours written just about your life.
is it
Blue pills and all.
just getting through your morning routine as a party.
anything to do with what we're currently trying to stop happen?
What, Will and Birch?
No, the rise of the ancients.
Rise of the
We're trying to
Ancients,
stop the primordials from waking up.
Maybe.
Because my brain's just gone, rising of ancients is waking up old things, and we're trying to stop old things from waking up. Nash is being very kind and being like, maybe. No, you idiot.
Anyone who was at Dance the Deities at Fuel earlier this year would have already had some insight into that.
Yeah. Remind me never to go to Fuel with Bertie, because she's now adamant she wants to stop ancient things from waking up. I just have this feeling that she's going to smother me in sleep.
Our brains went two very different ways. Smother you in your sleep. I'm sitting there with a mallet. It wasn't on your head.
So, which head that be on?
But that's cool. So it's
a mallet's too much. One of those little toffee hammers would be more than adequate.
a mallet. It's all right. Yeah, but
Little break glass hammers.
yeah,
Magic
Yeah.
grill.
but it's very cool to think that the little bits that we're doing in this have far-reaching impacts that we don't even know about.
But I think that's the beauty of the All-Halies, because we've mentioned this time and time again, and it's an incredible aspect of our community that games, whether we're involved in them or there are games that are going on that we're not involved with, all tie in together and all have an impact on the world that we're playing. I just think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's my favourite thing about what we do, by a mile.
And I do apologise to our listeners for me actually being kind and to Ash.
Thanks, Andy.
He'll
Appreciate it.
take it back.
It's
in
a
second.
one-off.
Love you too.
So Adonis,
Thanks, Andy. It's all right.
Yeah.
Little make mistakes.
I'm old. Adonis,
You haven't
obviously
mentioned
finished-
it.
No, it's pretty fucking obvious though, isn't it?
Adonis finished his
Oh, God.
watch and then decided to wake G up.
Yep.
Why?
Because you're part of the group and it's your turn to take watch.
And
You haven't got
text
found.
implied you wanted to be woken up.
You haven't yet found other employment, so therefore get up. It's your watch.
Adonis has gone from teacher to manager
Yeah.
in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
Yes, I prefer a leader to a manager.
Yeah. But that's what his journey is. He finds out he doesn't actually want to be a teacher, he just wants to be middle management.
That's what I do. So that's all right.
Play to your strengths.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, I thought it was. So part of waking you up was to try and have a conversation with you as well.
Yeah.
But you got up and just stormed off. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm out there to impress Lady P. I want my job.
Everything is like,
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm going to impress her by sneaking up.
yeah. We're impressed with all
Hey.
these things she doesn't
Hey,
see.
all this subtle stuff. She gets feedback. Brian will be telling her. Brian will be watching me and telling her everything I've done.
You lot have got a lot of faith in Brian, don't you?
Well,
So yeah,
Yeah.
you sort of, you give some sort of mumbo jumbo about, Nix and what.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Ghosts
ghosts
and
and-
Nyx. Yeah.
he should have control of these episodes because he's good. Loves this.
So I tried to essentially tell you what was going on and ask you to look after Nyx.
Yeah.
Like keep an extra eye on Nyx.
Yeah.
Was the gist of the conversation. One-sided conversation.
Yeah.
That was happening.
Did you give a crap?
No, did he?
He
did.
I don't have a
But
problem
he
with
didn't
Nick.
tell me.
Oh, yeah.
Nick, sorry, G doesn't have a problem with Nix. Nix has not done anything to upset him. So,
But why? Because she didn't say thank you. She was involved in the Tarzan swing. She never said thanks.
but
Subject.
He forgot she existed.
That's true, yeah.
I did.
As we all do.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not quite as upset with Nix as the rest of you. And on top of that, he was a little
Freaked out by
the fact that the spirit of this girl had reappeared. Because that's part of the trauma or the shame that he carries with him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doubled his shame, using young children as meat shields, and now killing
Murking them in their sleep.
Yeah, and then killing the young girl.
So tell us about your encounter with the young girl then. What was going through your head?
You had mentioned that I should have a talk, or Adonis had mentioned I should have a talk with Tash if I want to talk to you, and I did. And Tash she's slightly got a bit more common sense than Judy, so she was kind of saying, yeah, give it another go.
He didn't listen.
He did.
I think that conversation with Tash was my favourite short period of the episode, watching you roleplay with yourself.
Yeah. I think part of me was going, is he going to remember what accents he's got to do when?
You do Tash so well.
Yeah.
I do have to play myself a lot. I had that conversation, or G had the conversation with Tash, and Tash kind of tried to gently nudge him back onto the right path, reinforcing the fact that not all of the attitude to him is solely the fault of the other party, that they're driven by his behaviour, so he needs to change if he wants them to change. He had heard, obviously, whilst he was ignoring Adonis, he had heard what he said about Nix. And then when he started hearing that scratching, he thought, okay, I better investigate this, even though it was perhaps counterintuitive to his natural instinct of self-preservation. So I'm just conscious that I'm going to be doing a lot of talking here, and you lot, I'm going to be.
We'll jump in.
So he heard the scratching. He went to have a look around.
What did you think the scratching was at the start? What was
I honestly didn't think it was going to be the ghostly girl. I thought we've already encountered her once today. That's it. I thought it was going to be something else, something completely different, something we hadn't perhaps seen before, or it might have even been a bit of a trick. So Ash getting his own back on my door trick, and then it was like a squirrel burying a nut next to her or something like that.
I actually thought it might have been Nix herself.
Just doing it in her sleep.
As part of that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering if maybe it was that kind of.
Now that didn't even cross my mind. But then I heard the ring of roses. Why did I choose that one?
I don't know, mate.
I don't know. I was thinking, do I do something stupid like Humpty Dumpty? Well, I didn't. I did ring of roses.
I don't know why nursery rhymes are just innately creepy.
But not in a
Not in a Brummie accent.
Not in a Brummie accent though.
No, that's funny.
Which was wonderful.
Things that we learned today.
Yeah.
And I think G was he was conscious that this could all end bad, so that's why he rubbed part of the scratchings out on his side of Nix to ensure that the circle's not complete. But that's when he stood up and he actually saw our little friend. Have we got her name yet? If we even asked her name.
I think we assumed that it was like a representation of Targwyn, but that's our assumption. We haven't got any confirmation. She kind of won't. She just goes, "You know who I am." Well, no, because I wouldn't be asking if I knew who you was. You silly woman.
We did get a name for her when we very first met her. When she was alive, I'm sure we got a name.
She was unconscious, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She was never actually awake.
We never had a conversation with her.
We've spoken to her more while she's been dead than we ever did when she was alive.
Yeah, I don't think she's given us a name.
I think she has
I asked when we first found her by the tree, when we first saw her again afterwards.
But it's always been.
And she was, you know who I am.
You know who I am.
Sounds like a devil to me. Demon.
G went through a similar process to Adonis, so he started to have the conversation, but of course there was no audible response. She then extended her finger, as she did.
ET phone home.
Yeah. And because of the advice received by Tash, he did grit his teeth and accept the fingering.
It's a fisting, actually, wasn't it?
Oh yes, you got
It became a fisting at a later point. Yeah.
full blown fist.
So again, he felt similar sort of coldness, but unlike Adonis, he was a bit more butch and didn't actually get paralyzed.
Was it a coldness that slowly turned into a burning sensation?
Yeah, but he's got natural yogurt on him. And then they had the interaction. G did start to cry because he knew who this was, and he does carry the shame of killing her for selfish purposes, for selfish reasons, for self-preservation.
For my own mental image, what did you picture the crying as? Was it like the very stone-faced, just tears falling down, or like the ugly face, like kind of crying?
Oh, there was emotion behind it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Like snot and everything. Yeah.
But I don't
that far?
I don't think we went that far. Otherwise, you'd have had an icicle snot bubble stuck to his nose as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the icicles or the tears freezing on his face, which was causing him pain, but he never actually had the snot bubble as well.
Maybe it froze before he could get there.
Possibly, in which case he would have probably suffocated. Yeah. It froze up his nose.
He's a nose breather.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But then they had the conversation. So she only seems to be able to talk when she's fingering you.
It's just like a comfort thing.
Yeah. So they had the conversation, and there was some aspects of it that kind of gave G a little bit of peace of mind, because she said that she was never actually alive. So he didn't kill her because she was never actually alive. And that kind of, to a degree, relieved him. I mean, she did say that I didn't kill her. What it did was it opened up a bond, or created a bond between her and our group.
Then knowing, like with hindsight, knowing that she then lied a little bit later, did you then think maybe that wasn't entirely true as well? And did that then cause him a little bit of conflict again?
Yeah, I mean, at the time she spoke about that, and then we had the conversation, it continued, and Tash was brought into so she obviously knew about Tash's presence within me.
Yeah.
And she and G referred to her as his only friend because that's the way he currently feels.
That's Boge on a violin, just in case it doesn't come over very well.
It was very close to being wah, wah, wah.
It was a bit.
Think it through, yeah.
Sad how role play can sometimes mirror truth.
What you're talking about? Let you use the bathroom.
So then she made this quite outrageous offer, which he just couldn't really believe, but was really keen to accept, of him seeing Tash. Because Tash is a spirit that resides within him, so whilst they communicate, he's no idea whether she has any form, actual physical form, whether she would actually, what she would look like. So he was quite excited to get to see her. And it's during that process where she reached in and, this cold hand plunged deep into, I assume, his chest. I don't know, was it his chest?
I think I might have said chest.
And then she grabbed Tash and started to pull her out away from me, but of course the Tash's form seemed to have been bigger than the hole that her frosty arm had made in my chest.
Now, I can explain that one. She went in flat palmed and then she was trying to pull the fist out.
Okay. Yeah.
You know when you reach into a jar and you try and pull something out the jar, but because you've got your hand closed around it, you can't get your hand out the jar.
The jar experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She should have finger hooked it and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
maybe next time.
This is when things started to take a turn, because she was promising that Tash would not be harmed, and although that implied, the way it was said, it kind of in G's mind, it implied that Tash won't be harmed, but you may be.
Yeah.
But he was willing to accept that because of all the issues, all the things he's done, and Tash being his only friend, he wanted her to be safe. So when she then stopped and said, well, do you want me to carry on? And he wanted to ask Tash whether she wanted to carry on. And that's when he established that she was in considerable pain.
Mm-hmm.
So he then thought, well, hold on. She said she wasn't going to get hurt. This bitch has lied. So I told her to stop. So, Ash, what would have happened if I'd allowed Tash to continue being pulled from... I mean, would she have gone back, or would I have been separated from her for eternity?
I'm not sure I want to tell you, because I might try and do it again.
Well, I'm not going to let it happen again, am I? I don't trust you. Or I don't trust her.
So, all right. So, had that have happened, what my idea was basically to have you switch places. So you would become Tash, and G would become the spirit. Well, not permanently, just temporarily.
Oh, sorry. Me walking around doing that Brummy accent all the time would have been the challenge.
Not permanently, just long enough to make it look like, oh shit, what can this girl do?
So would our physical form have changed, or would it have just been like Tashi's personality would have controlled G's body, with G being the spirit inside?
John knows how I do this kind of shit. I would have left it up to you. I would have thrown it right back at you and gone, well, what do you want? Do you want to change your physical form? What does Tash look like?
Oh, I would have had breasts.
I know you would have done.
Just big breasts.
But I do that sort of thing fairly often, don't I? Well, I'll chuck something. If the players do something weird, or there's something that's significant enough to make a big impact on the player, I'll try and give some of that creative control back to the player. Because I'm forcing you to do something, but I want you to have some buy-in to it.
See, that I think would have been very interesting. Now I'm regretting my decision, but it's still her, and I didn't want her to be her.
From the outside, watching the interaction, it suddenly went from being this, oh, G's going to get something, to this incredibly violent, what felt like an incredibly violent transaction suddenly happening very, very quickly.
I was being chest-fisted.
Chest-fisted by a ghostly girl.
Literally having part of you ripped off, though. Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, and I think that, in G's mind, that lie, that Tash wouldn't have been hurt, but she was obviously in significant pain, that's broken any trust that he was beginning to feel for her. He was beginning. In a very short time, he had gone from being quite fearful of her because he was the one who ended her life, to not feeling so bad about that because she says, well, I was never alive, so you didn't kill me, to actually beginning to trust her because she could give him something that would have been absolutely amazing for him to see, the one true friend he's ever had, to then being lied to and potentially hurting his one true friend. So it was a real roller coaster of emotions there for G.
What's G's end view of the girl?
She's a bitch. She needs to
be dealt with.
Yeah, I would say die, but she's obviously kind of already semi-dead. Kind of thing.
Interesting.
Which then brought us to the morning. Where you guys were all long rested, and I'd taken shitloads of psychic damage.
Oh, has he still got that? Have you still got that on the... Oh, yeah, because it was last...
Yeah, I was the last one, so I didn't get another rest after that.
Oof. Then we did set off.
We did.
On our little adventure.
We had a little bit of a chat on the walk. Well, first off, G went to the back of the group.
Again.
Back of the bus. Only the cool kids at the back of the bus.
Absolutely.
I'm going to impress the lady by taking up the back.
Yeah. I'm going to protect her Maria. Let it be. Which is funny, because if in your head she's like this giant lady, and he's like, oh, let it be.
So Adonis, we did set off, and Adonis shared with Vesper his experience with the ghost.
Yep. Yeah, well, Vesper kind of noticed. Yeah. told you what. I'd end up telling you everything. I think pretty much summarised it all.
Yeah, I just not.
Yeah,
the,
no, not the vision.
Not the vision.
Yes.
Because Vesper thought that was quite personal and that you should speak to Nix directly about it.
Which was then.
I like Vesper's approach. Hey, Nix, we want a word with you. Adonis.
Yeah. I got a question. Oh, actually, sorry, it was Adonis had this question. Let me just.
Distance myself.
Yeah.
So I'd get
Homer
over
Simpson into this bush.
What was Vesper's thoughts as well? Just finding out
think
this information.
It was frustrating because I think again she'd probably forgotten that girl was inside you. So it's like, oh, she's back again. Nothing is good with this kid. Everything it always seems to be a bit suspect. But I think she was very concerned because the focus had always been like you or it had been us. So I think she was very concerned that it had now expanded to Nix. Because she's like, okay, yeah, we're travelling with her right now, but she isn't part of this. She shouldn't have to be subject to what the mistakes that we've made. That's not fair. So that's why she got very overprotective, I guess, and why she had such a reaction with G. Because him choosing not to share the information that if he'd not said anything, she would have been, oh, he didn't know anything, whatever. But he didn't say, and then when he thought, oh, well, it's some benefit if I talk now. It's like, it's our fault that she could potentially be in danger. And she would, hearing the bit about the teleportation circle in a circle, what could have happened.
I have no idea if that's true or not.
But even if it wasn't, it's like, that was a possibility. She was in a significant amount of danger and it was fully our responsibility. It was our fault. So for him to have been so kind of blasé and not offering up the information that he had about it, she's like, no, it's our fault. We are the bad guys right now.
See, the G doesn't see it that way. Because
You
G
said that in the session actually as well, didn't you?
Yeah, G offered the information immediately after Adonis said.
Well, because
You held it back and waited for an appropriate
because he
time,
said,
and then-
did you have anything with her? And you just ignored, you didn't say anything. And it was only after that when we continued talking and it got to the point where it got further that you then offered up the information. Because we were like, oh, what could this mean? What could that mean kind of thing? And then later on you said your part. It's like you were holding that information back.
The reason Adonis was looking at you afterwards, because when we woke up, the first thing he said to you in the morning was, did anything else happen? And you ignored him.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, you could have told me about this.
Yeah. So he wasn't sharing the information. So it's like, well, that she shouldn't have to be subject to what's going on. But it was also a concern of, okay, if that's happening now with her, is the potential that this entity or whatever could spread its influence even further to other people we're connected with? Could this be happening to people that we know back home and we don't know about it because of something we've done? So it was like an instant panic of, are we putting more people at risk because of this mistake that we've made? And there's the literally the All Havens has just blown up. Shit. This creepy girl was doing this. It's like, I'm a bodyguard and not a good one. This is so far above my pay grade. And I'm like, I'm doing the duck thing when you're like swimming lovely, but the feet are going, oh, God, under the surface. It was a little bit like, so that's why she was just like, I've got to get away from this bit because I do not have the capacity to try and, I know I'll say the wrong thing if I start speaking now and I'll make things worse than they are, but also I don't know what to say or how to say or to communicate because no one here is going to have the actual answers. And it was just a moment of...
Well, if any of us had the answers, it'd be someone like Nix. Well, actually, she's not religious, is she? She's a monster hunter, not...
All the
keep
monster...
mixing her up in my head with like divine inquisitors. She's not, is she?
No.
Do you know what? I don't think G had a single conversation with either of the other two characters.
No, you
just
refused to speak to us.
at all.
He spoke to the ghost, he spoke to Lady P
And Nix.
and Nix, but didn't actually have a conversation with Adonis or...
It's rude, really, isn't it?
Nope.
Rude.
Really? Justified in his mind. You've made it quite clear how you feel about him.
But Nix took it pretty well. She took it on the chin. Someone was messing with her in her sleep.
It kind of really opened up. We found quite a lot out about Nick. So, firstly, Vesper sitting there thinking the name Mrs. Willow Nix Vesper would sound really good. It just rolls off the tongue.
Vesper Nix.
Yeah. Well, she might take mine.
We found out that someone close to her had been, in her mind, murdered. She believes it was murder. We don't know for sure, but we know that she is from a family of druids.
Which I don't know if we'd picked up that before, if that information had been shared before.
I think, didn't she say before that a giant had killed us or trashed her home? That's what she said before.
Yeah.
A giant has smashed her home up. She never said if she was there at the time or not, or anything else.
But then we could think that maybe that wasn't a truth. Because, I mean, if a giant smashed your home and then you're like, I'm out of here, you're not going to say, oh, I don't know if it's still there. You know it's not there. It's
I think
got
after
wrecked.
today's session, it sounds like she wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's true, but then she's arrived later.
Yeah.
Found out.
Layers. Onion layers.
Onions and layers.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as we also established, because when G was explaining to her about this pattern that had been scratched around her, and she then, that's when she revealed this
Oh, she
tattoo,
lashed a bit of skin. Ooh.
which showed the tattoo on her shoulder,
Yeah.
which was an exact match of the etchings that the ghost girl had been putting around her.
Which is interesting as well, because that kind of begs the question of, okay, how old was she when she left? Because I got the impression that she was very young when she left to go off and do the Order Monstrum kind of thing. So it's then like, well, were they tattooing children?
She said she was young, didn't she?
Yeah.
She said she was young.
It's like, where does that, do you have to sit there for like 12 hours as a 6-year-old? You're like,
But what race is she?
she's, well, I think she's Elven, but she hasn't really, she's got
So
Elven.
what's young for an elf? 50?
Okay, yeah.
She's now 63.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The Allhavens don't necessarily have this 18-year-old
No, that's
age
true.
limit on
Yeah,
tattooing.
there is no child protective services in the orphan.
That's what you think.
Yeah. Yes.
Wait,
Well,
for
that-
the next character.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting development with
Mm-hmm.
Nyx. Like a little bit more insight into her background, the introduction of Birch as a character, as a person as well, a character. In fact, he's possibly dead.
I mean, definitely dead. If all of his bones were broken and she found him dead.
Magic, I don't know.
Magic.
She said she was a druid, so
The answer to everything now.
maybe she might have fixed it.
See, now I'm thinking of Shaun of the Dead. He's like a zombie sitting in a shed playing PS5.
Yeah.
So do we know for certain, or do we just suspect that if that etching around her had been completed when coupled with her own portal tattoo, it would have definitely killed her?
I made that up because I don't actually know. As a player, I don't know. I feel like Adonis possibly would have had a better answer if I'd have stopped to actually think about it and asked to make a check or something. But a bag of holding inside a bag of holding explodes, so I figured it's possibly the similar thing. But
In my mind, it'd be a perpetual loop.
just stuck, just going.
Stuck going round and round and round and round and round, so effectively disappear from existence.
Okay.
Wow.
So
So
would
it would have been very interesting if G had not intervened, just sat there and watched to see what happened.
Yep.
Would it, yes, dependent on how much information had been shared, it
So
would
I
have been
saved.
very interesting.
I saved Vesper's love interest, and again, no thanks.
Yeah,
To be fair, Nick's thanked you.
That's true.
she did. Yeah,
Nick's did
That's
thank
why
you.
she's gone back up in my estimations.
that's why he's got a tattoo of her now. Nix, and then cross it out. No Nix, and then Nix again.
Keeps going on my list.
Yeah.
Gonna make Vesper even more jealous, aren't they?
Yeah, they're giving it matching tats next session. Damn it!
We should have chat tats, podcast chat tats, matching tats.
We haven't got a logo for the podcast, have we?
Yeah, there's the green.
No, like a. That's the guild logo. We're talking about podcast logo. One of our listeners, if we've got any listeners out there that likes to be arts and craftsy, and you have any ideas about a logo for the podcast that you would like to submit and send it in for us, we would be so excited to see what your ideas are. Literally anything except dicks. just not dicks. Unless you can artfully turn dicks to the word of napalm.
Boobs are fine.
Yeah, but tits, absolutely fine. No problem with titties. Titties are ambiguous.
Great tits, blue tits.
Could be space hoppers. You never know.
Yeah,
Oh no,
up,
nothing
down,
over a
place
space
hopper.
hopper.
Please, I used to go around on one of them in my primary school. Didn't stay on the bastard thing, but I definitely tried.
I just use my testicles.
Oh.
Anyway,
The swelling's
lot.
gone down,
Yeah.
yeah.
so after our eventful little sort of walk to the divinexus, we arrived and we met with a large ring of stone pillars with some Melora sigils engraved in them and this green energy arc in between them. Thank you for the sound effects.
Yep.
Made this slot.
Yep, that's what I'm here for.
And at which point, and Lady P decided that we had to activate the divinexus,
Holy spirit, activate. Yep.
but left out how.
Fixed it.
So, yeah.
Combustion engine, just fixed it.
But yeah, so Vesper was the only one who actually had the foresight to sort of say, yeah, okay. No.
We figured it out in the end. It's
Okay, that's
fine.
what we needed.
I like the way you do that though, with a skill-driven narrative rather than or skill check, isn't it? It's a good way of doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of in between a skill-driven narrative and an encounter kind of.
Yeah. Did it play out the way you were hoping, as from a sort of a planned perspective?
Yeah, I think so. I just wanted it to be a little bit dangerous, a little bit unpredictable, sort of get some ideas about how you might use your own skills to do it, even if it's not necessarily in your wheelhouse.
I was going to say, did any of the decisions as to what skills were used and how surprise you?
I mean, stealth was a curveball, I'm not gonna lie. But how the fuck do I make that work?
Well, it was going to be a toss-up. Because I was running out of options, and I was going to be a toss-up between stealth or deception. So I was going to tell Brian that he had done such a marvellous job that that Lady P was quite insistent that he does another one and get him to do it for me.
Yeah.
But my stealth proficiency, I get +10, whereas my deception's only +7. And given that this was the deciding
one,
path or foul, I thought, well, I better go with the better odds. So went stealth.
It still wasn't a fantastic role.
It worked. She thanked me. She thanked me for my assistance.
That's all he cares about is getting thanks.
No, I get it. It worked, but it wasn't. I still feel it was a clutch move.
Yeah.
She
A clutch move, and you didn't roll that high.
No, that was very.
So she thanked me just for helping her, whereas other people didn't thank me for actually saving their lives.
Oh dear.
Kind of reinforces the different
You
about how she perceived
let's
me
just put this in
as
perspective,
how
right?
my colleagues.
Adonis had wings. You didn't save his life. He could have dropped the others. He would have saved himself. He would have been absolutely fine. You didn't save Adonis.
But Adonis refused point blank to give him a lift, one person, but voluntarily swooped in to try and save two, which would have been much heavier.
Because they were going to die. Were you going to die?
Adonis knew he couldn't carry
I could have because I was very injured.
You were being bodyguard
Very
carry
injured.
over the thing.
No, I'm sorry.
You would have missed out on a moment between you and Al. Their eyes met. That's like the
Scoops him up in
bodyguard
his
carry.
arms.
To me, it was the bodyguard carry.
The angel out the way.
Misunderstood. Poor Jew.
Poor G.
Poor Jew.
I'm sure it won't come back to haunt him.
But G also, I mean, everyone that had a little incident where the whispers that we'd heard, but they were kind of incoherent when we arrived, they became more clear to him and reinforced Lyrian, what his name now? Lyrian's message about how my shame consumes me. I ignored that.
What else did we have? There was some blast damage.
Yeah, we did.
The gravity as well.
Yeah.
Gravity.
Yeah,
Was there anything else on that?
yeah, because that hurt
Table?
me some more.
Oh, there's more on the table. Yeah, do you want to know what the table was?
Please.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me find my notes.
Love a bit of behind the scenes.
So, Radiant Surge, that was the big lightning storm, and Gravity Flux is obviously the Gravity Flux. Whispering Doubt would have given you disadvantage on the next check. Celestial Aid would have given you advantage on the next check. I can't read my handwriting. What the fuck does that say?
Flux capacitor.
Something Crusade. Oh, Cascade. I don't know. +1 success. Couldn't read my handwriting. 6 is the Whisper.
Well, we all rolled a d6 at that point. I was the only one who got a result.
Yeah.
See?
Was that just because that was the most interesting result?
No, it was who gets the Whisper.
She's been picked on by everyone.
Aww.
So we succeeded collectively in reactivating the divinexus, and this green energy was fired up towards the All Havens.
Happened if we hadn't succeeded? Was that a TPK kind of situation of oops,
No,
implosion?
No, it just would have changed the interaction with Lady P afterwards. So whether you failed or succeeded on the divinexus restoration would have changed how she would have perceived you and how she would have tried to give you access to these magic items.
Okay.
It's a bit like, it's one of those, what is that, how much behind the DM screen do you want?
All of it.
All of it. It's one of those situations where regardless of what happened, the outcome would be the same, but you would just have to get there differently. So if the divinexus had broken down, her response would have been, you fucking owe me now, go and find me these 3 items.
Yeah.
But bring them to me.
And bring them to me.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
So you kind of get the same story with a different drive, but it puts a different spin on things, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's cool.
But because we were good,
Well, I don't know, that's what we carried away. I mean, it was one roll was all that was in it. You were 5 and 2, and he did 6 and 2.
But
G was not
G
about to let Lady P down.
with his sneaking.
With his sneaking.
Sneak.
Sneaky. So she kind of admitted that she can't really have possession of any of these Melora artifacts, but she knew where 3 of them were.
And did you notice how we also absolutely did not tell her that we had a golden rose?
I forgot we had a
I
golden rose.
purposely made sure that I did not mention it.
And not only did I forget we had a golden rose, but I can't even remember what the golden rose was.
Have I told you what the golden rose was?
You haven't told us what
have
it
I?
does yet.
You have to tune to it.
I don't know, we kind of found it and then all of a sudden Owl was there.
Else we just pocketed it and
Yeah.
left it.
It's been a bit non-stop up to that point. Though.
Yeah. Because in my head I was like, maybe we've already found it and she doesn't know we've already found it. And actually if we've already found it, we might not need her help. So let's just put that in the back pocket.
So Lady P sort of went on to describe these 3 relics, one being the World Root Edge, which was a sword. And that
Which
was
Adonis
found,
really wants.
and that was found in the Dragon's Gate Vault. Then the Heartwood Recurve, which is a bow that the Jarl, my mate, my birthday pal. Maybe I've got 2 friends. Maybe Gia's got 2 friends after all.
Yeah, Rose, mate.
Yeah, Jarl,
Rose
and,
was nice
Jarl
too.
yeah.
He doesn't have that though.
In Tim Minster, and then the Life Bloom Codex, which
That's the one that the Jarl has.
No, it's not.
it's not. That's
the
in
one
Windlord's
the
in
Windlord.
Ravenloft.
Yeah, Screen has got the Lifeline Codex and the Grand Library.
Windborn, right?
Especially Windlords.
Right, what?
It's in my own notes. Because I was very
it was
smart
all
and I did
lockdown.
1, 2, 3,
After November.
and then I did 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but when he actually did the
like a new
activations,
we get there,
he
isn't
did 1, 3, 2.
Oh, you bitch.
Did I do them in different order?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you
gave us one. You gave us the
You gave us 1, 2,
Sword Bow
3.
Codex, but then location you went Sword Codex Bow.
I don't know why I've done that because I've written them in the same order on both the lists. I've got the items on. Obviously, I was just trying to make sure you paid attention.
Yeah.
And obviously I didn't pay attention. Yeah.
One did not.
I know.
Sorry, buddy, that one.
Oh, I'm fired. This is the last time you'll hear from me, folks. I'm out. Never to return.
So I think we may have put Lady P in a. Really?
It just shows how much you care, Andy.
Satisfying. Oh, never mind. Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
This is G just saying, yeah, whatever. So, Lady P, I think we've kind of put her in a bit of a difficult situation because whilst her remit is that she needs to find these relics and return them to Barnaby, I think she kind of wants us to find at least one of them, which is why she's given us this option to have a race towards them. So she's kind of said, well, I mean, she did sort of say that she couldn't go with us because she would have to take them, she'd be obligated to take them back to Barnaby.
Do you know what I think? I think that she actually is the laziest person in the Divine Inquisitors, because she was like, oh, you need to go through the portal and close it from the other side. Brilliant, they did that. You guys are going to need to help me fix this thing. Oh, well, if you're looking for these things, I guess I'll look for them too. She doesn't want to do her job. She's probably got her position from nepotism as well. But she doesn't actually want to do it, so she's, I'll give you a head start.
But she's just going to pull out a notebook and just cross those three off a list of about 100 other items that are on there, just like, I haven't got time for those.
Yeah, she's like, let me just put in my review for my KPIs to make sure I get my bonus, because technically these things have been done. So I'm going to get my pay rise, but...
You can rock up back, hey, hi Daddy, I've got some people on these three.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm taking my sabbatical.
I've delegated.
Buddy.
Oh, I remember the days when we used to get a bonus. Good days.
That's what you get for being semi-retired.
Well, no, I haven't had a bonus in 10 years because
He's shit at his job. Yeah.
no, it's who I work for. They don't do bonuses. And that kind of brought us pretty much to the end of the episode. We were sort of left with the decision that we were going to have a little friendly race to find these artifacts. She gave us an option of using a portal. She could open a portal to one of the locations. Mm-hmm. It was agreed collectively, he says in speech marks, that we would start at Timberminster because I think it was Vesper that said that was the one that we had the most chance of getting.
Well, yeah, we already have an in with him, so timing-wise, that's the one that potentially could take the least amount of time.
And when you say we already have it, you mean G has an in, his drinking buddy.
I mean... if he makes it, then
Ooh.
he might get yeeted out of the portal. Just trip him as he walks in. But yeah, I mean, we've got contact there. We know who it is. Whereas with all of the other places, it's either breaking into the dragon, whatever it is, Dragon's Gate Vault, or it's meeting these Wind Lords of Ravenborn that I don't think we've even had mentioned before. So that's a full clean slate.
Wind Lord's definitely been mentioned before, and not in this campaign, but in
for us,
other games.
But do Wind Lords control the elements, or do they just fart lot?
I think they control the wind in the same way.
I'd like to think they can do both, so they can fart and then control the wind to move the smell where they want to.
A wind singer.
Yeah.
So that was the end of Silence of the G's. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the recap. And it's been insightful into the way that this team are, I would say developing, but perhaps disintegrating might be
that might be a better word.
And I would like to say goodbye to our listeners. Ash, would you like to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Bertie, would you like to say goodbye?
Bye.
And John, would you like to finish the goodbyes?
Goodbye.
Welcome everyone and howdy. We're going to sort of put out a special thanks to all our Patreon members. I will kick us off with our Ruby members. We have Onyx12 Nix, One Fish, and I will be having words with your parents for why they gave you such strange names. Josh, Alberta, Becca M, Paul C, Lil May, and Niall.
And our Sapphire members, Kylie, Dave R, and Gary.
Emerald members, Michael, Samantha, and Stuart.
And our Diamond Geezers, Andy, Zeke, Chris L, Martin, David F, John, Bertie, and Ash.
And of course, that just is our Ruling Council Patreon tier members, Chris BT, Sophia, and JP. Thank you to all of our Patreon members for supporting everything we do. And if you want to shout out on the Nat Pun podcast, head over to patreon.com/charitydnd and sign up today.